What's up, everybody? This is Brian Panessa from FFN Fit Functional Nurses. And for those who don't know me, I am a nurse ambassador for nurses out here in our community. One of my goals when I first started my company, FFN, was to really make a difference and to raise the standards here for healthcare in Nevada. And I am continuing on my path in doing so. In the midst of this, I want to talk, I want to start creating more of a conversation piece between nurses and really everyone's familiar with like the squeaky wheel gets the oil. Well, let's start talking, having conversations that are a little bit more in depth than you know a lot of these websites and things like that where you can post a comment. Let's talk. Send me your video too, and let's work together on improving our healthcare standards here in Las Vegas. So the topic of nursing shortages. Let's talk about that. As a nurse of 6.5 years, I have seen incentives and benefits kind of go by the wayside. Every year, it seems like they're taking away more things than they're actually providing us as nurses, and it's just like, well, you as a corporation, you're expecting us to do more, but we're not getting anything in return, and we always have to fight for stuff. And if that's kind of touching a nerve inside of you, then again, I encourage you to kind of get involved in our conversation topics and pieces that'll be coming out in the next couple weeks. Us working together and putting our heads together and coming up with solutions to this, again, to really make a difference here and to improve our standards of healthcare for us as nurses. That's number one. So, with nursing shortages, again, we've all seen in the community and in the public's eye, they keep offering more and more money to these traveling nurses. And kudos for you. If you're a traveling nurse, frick, I support you 110%. Make that money, do what you can, but again, just be careful because again, we're smart people as nurses, and we know that yes, sometimes we're put in some shitty situations when we're getting that money because guess what? If they're going to pay us that much money in a corporation, 150, 160 bucks an hour, they're probably going to expect a lot. So just really watch your behind, as far as your license is concerned, because again, I would never want you to, put your livelihood in jeopardy, just for, doing a 7-to-1 or 8-to-1 patient ratio. That's insane. It's crazy. It's just, it's not safe for you. It's not safe for your patients, and it's not the way we were raised as nurses. That's not the vow we pledged when we first became nurses. So again, let's just be careful. But for those employees that are working in the hospital and struggling, that you're always behind and there's a nursing shortage, well, again, why don't corporations and hospitals really focus on the people within to give back and show the benefit? Because if corporations actually show the benefit to employees that are actually doing or going above and beyond and working all these hours and compensating for the lack of people that they have of nurses, it's like, well, give something back to those people. I mean, it's kind of common sense to me. Focus on what you have within the organization. Show the value because us as nurses, guess what? I don't understand why corporations haven't realized this yet. Us as nurses, we recruit our friends to come work with us. Do you see? It's a referral process, just like any business um, networking conversation or development between businesses. It's all about networking and it's all about referrals from business to business or employee to employee. That's how we as nurses work. And it's like, why don't corporations start asking us how can we fix these problems when they just think they can do it themselves and offer more and more money? It's like, you're wasting your money because you're not investing in us and all you're doing is taking things away. And again, put your comments below and send me a video and let's talk about this because it's like, man, what I don't know if I want you to do something for me. Now this goes in any aspect of life, okay? It doesn't you don't have to be a nurse to put your comment in here. If I need you to do something for me, I need to give you some sort of incentive for you to do that for me. It's just the way it works, right? If I need you to go here and I know that I'm asking a big favor, I'm probably going to give you something in return to make it worthwhile for you to do that. It's just the way it is. So again, Why don't it's just for me, and I'm speaking on experience, it's like you need me to cover for this. You need me to cover for this employee that is sick now, or you need to cover me to take away my vacation because you're having a shortage or something along the lines of that. You want me to stay longer. You want me to do all these favors you, but it's favor after favor after favor. And then again, as nurses, sometimes when we ask for something and we get denied, whether that be a day off or vacation, you're like, wait a second, I've done all these things for you and I get nothing in return. Man, it's just tough to wrap my head around that these places just keep taking and taking and taking. It's like, what am I going to get back? You know? So again, share your comments, guys. I'd love to hear from you. Uh, this is what I'm all about improving our healthcare standards in here in Las Vegas. And again, entertainment here in Las Vegas is number one, and we're known for that globally. Our healthcare is near the bottom. 46 out of 50 states. It's my job and responsibility with FFN to really narrow that gap, to focus on us as nurses, to basically create that bond and unity between all of us, not only here in Las Vegas, but nationwide, because we all do the same thing no matter what state we live in or city or whatever the difference. We all go through the same thing. We all go through the same schooling. We do the same clinics, all the rotations. We all do the same thing, but we don't have any unity between us. And again, that's what I'm trying to do here with my company, FFN. Create the bond, create the unity between us as nurses. And again, give back to you as nurses outside of the hospital. Because guess what? You don't improve as a nurse working 14, 15 hours a day, working 60 plus hours. You're not improving yourself. All you're doing is burning yourself out. How do you improve yourself? Well, when you spend time with your family, with your friends, and you do the things that you like to do outside of work. And why not save some money and get a discount for that, for the fruits of your labor from the community that supports you? Hey, come on board, follow me, FFN. And again, let's comment below, let's talk about this, and let's work together to make a difference here in Vegas.